I think I'm about to have sex. Normally, I go through I am a mutant ambassador, werewolf, veteran with PTSD from military sexual trauma. But today, I am just a regular person who was sexually propositioned by a white guy with two long braids and tattoos who conveniently hovered right in front of my room. Now, normally I wouldn't say anything, but I mean, the dude was tying his shoes over and over and over again and would not budge from being right in front of my room. I don't know how he knew my room number. Maybe he could sense the heat between my legs and he wanted to sample. Either way, I will do a post coitus podcast right afterwards so I can describe without saying his name. I'll scream it. Um, without saying his name, I will describe that penis. I will describe his butthole, how hairy he is, how many tattoos he had, what kind of tattoos he had. I'm going to just enjoy this because I haven't gotten laid in a long, long time. I mean, I've got the dildo, I've got the condoms, I don't have a lot of lube. So this is going to be a tough one. We might just stick to blowjobs today. I don't want to be presumptive. I don't. Like it might just be let's make out and cuddle. I don't know. I don't know. He found me attractive, told me I had beautiful eyes. I said he had nice tattoos, and he said he would be back in about 20 to 30 minutes. And of course, I prepared. Look, I'm a top, but I douched just in case he wants to lick my ass. And my ass is very flavorful. It tastes delicious. That's all. So if he wants to lick my ass, he can. But that's what's happening today. Maybe. I don't know. He could just run and tell his friends that, you know, some loser found him attractive. And that would hurt my feelings, but I'd understand. It's tough. It's tough to constantly, constantly have to deal with the bullshit of having PTSD. I went for a walk with my dogs earlier and I could not be happier. I could not. Nai, hi, how you been? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the revolution. Looking good today. Yeah, I know. It's hard to tell with the green screen, but I changed my hair style just a little bit. It's still a poof, but it kind of looks cool. I was like super concerned because my hair was just so short, and I was like, I think I just need conditioner. And then I put conditioner in my hair, and it just returned to sexiness. And I don't know. I don't know if anyone will find me sexy. I just feel so broken inside after my military sexual trauma. Very nice to see you. I hope you get some. It's been almost 10 years for me since I've had sex. Oh my God. Okay. People do interventions for drugs. You need to do an intervention for yourself. I mean, enough about my problems. What is going on? And you can't say that you're not attractive because clearly 10 years ago you had sex. I mean, my drought is, I want to say maybe 7 or 8 months since I've had sex. It's hard. It really is. Because I'm only really attracted to those white thug guys. Because I'm so prim and proper, and he's so dirty and dangerous, and I'm all shy and nerdy, and I don't want to be taken advantage of. But I don't know. I mean, honestly, this is one of those ploys of we would like to enter into your apartment illegally and search your place. This has been going on for quite some time. I mean, I love to talk about sex, but I also have to talk about workarounds for that illegal search and seizure because even if I don't own the place legally, this is mine. This is mine. This is my space. But the government or whoever sent this really attractive man, who, by the way, looks like a very young Willie Nelson. I'm not gonna lie. He looks exactly like Willie Nelson with those two braids. They're like super, super long, which only goes to show that he's a he's a thug, but he's a prissy, prissy boy. I can tell he's a prissy, prissy boy because no man let your hair grow that long without saying, "I'm pretty today." Like that's what he thinks about. And hopefully he thinks I'm pretty. All right, I think you look attractive, just have to go out there. My PTSD gets the best of me too. I think the opiates from my past killed my sex drive. For me, it's just anything that reminds me of my military sexual trauma that just ruins things for me. But today, I mean, when it's that obvious, I mean, he was spending like 5 minutes in front of my door. He wouldn't move away from my door. And he was just tying his shoes and tying his shoes and tying his shoes. And I saw him when I came in to the building to stay for a while. So, I mean, the seed was planted that this guy was attractive. And, it's one of those things where we tease the honeypot before we show the honeypot. But yeah, just he wants to come in and, get down and dirty with me, maybe, but he's got eyes. He's going to tell everyone that I have a dildo right next to Sunspot. And he's gonna share that with everyone. I mean, I can't show you because it's a big fucking dildo that I take up the ass, and no, you can't see that, but he will see that, and he will tell people, and it'll just be scandal and scandal and scandal. But then again, I'm not a celebrity or anything. I make music, but you know, celebrities have sex. Like, I don't understand, why people think that it's such a scandal when they do. I'm at the point where I have to do an OnlyFans. I have to do an OnlyFans mostly because I want to have access to hotter people, and hotter people are on OnlyFans. They're sexually liberated, and I need a sexual liberation because I've spent far too long avoiding talking to guys. Like before this guy, there was a guy who was just outside and his sweatpants were full when he looked at me and he said hi. And I said, hello. And that was it. But, you could tell, he wanted some of this action. And I could have stayed for 2 seconds and just bullshitted with him back and forth with, hey, 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 hey. I could have done that. And that is fun. That's what it means to be alive. You know, I've let my PTSD rule my life for nearly 10 years. 10 years of just being abused. And like Los Angeles, I can't forgive you. I can't forgive you because you molested me on the fucking bus, the train. always trying to grope me, trying to grope my crotch, trying to, grab at my fucking prosthetics, just I can't forgive Los Angeles for that. So I'm no longer in Los Angeles. I'm somewhere else. Oh yeah, make some money, babe. That's what I have to tell you too. Like, OnlyFans is the new dating profile. Because when you put on a dating profile, people say left swipe, right swipe, and then the algorithm says nobody gets to have any. Why? Because they want you to pay for a super membership. So you pay for a super membership, and it's the same damn people. Like, Zac Efron doesn't suddenly pop on the app and say, I'm with it. He doesn't do that. But people think if you buy a super membership, you're going to get that automatically. And it's no. The algorithm fights against you. The algorithm keeps you on the cusp of maybe finding someone, having a connection. Some people have dates. I think they're just liars. I, I honestly, when I see people and they say we met on a dating app, I'm like, no, you didn't. There's just no way. Because how is it you found your someone, and it's like, oh yeah, and we've been together for like 2 years now. And I'm like, really? Off a fucking app, and I can't even. I mean, look, I look like this, I'm a nerd with a big beard and jewelry and everything, but the idea that these dating apps are just working against you just makes a lot more sense than it just being anything else. I have to say, I'm just a little nervous. I'm a little nervous. Like, I have to shake off the rust. I haven't, I haven't been intimate with a man in a while, and I know that this isn't a date. This is a hookup. Like, this guy and I are not gonna ride off into the sunset together, but we may fuck. And if we do, I may ask for seconds, but not right away because I don't want to scare him off. But while I'm here, if he wants to, swing by and come get this, I mean, I'm here. So this is exciting. This is exciting. I'll have to check it out. Sounds interesting. I've never surfed OnlyFans before. You look good. Understand what you mean. I hope I get it too. Because if this is anything else, I'm gonna be upset. But then again, Los Angeles like sent me like really, really short, but like a big cock, like skater guy for me to have sex with. Like, I don't know. I mean, I woke up and he was there pretty much, which I can only say thank you, Los Angeles, for that because I needed that. I needed that. I really did. And I don't know, maybe this current town that I'm in has said, you've suffered enough. Please enjoy some white thug penis and asshole. I don't know. The guy might want to be topped. I I'm interested to see if he wants to be topped. I'd like to top, so I don't know. I have to play this one by ear and see who will be the dominant one. But I still have all my teeth, and I'm gonna make sure I keep that. So I'm on my best behavior. I'm on my best behavior. I'm all about that consent. So if he comes in and just wants to take off his shirt and let me stare at his tattoos, I guess that's all we'll do. But if he wants more, I'll let him verbally request sexual intercourse from my hot body. I'll let him request it verbally. No nods. I want him to check in frequently. Is this all right? Is this all right? Because after everything I've experienced, I want to make sure that this is a respectful, pleasurable, very dirty, loud, sexy, good time. I'm optimistic. So it has been, I want to say 30 minutes. So I'll see. Sending good vibes and energy your way. Thank you so much for the good vibes and energy because this is a lot. This is a lot. It's not easy being attracted to men. You know, men can be attracted to you and be violent against you at the same exact time because they hate themselves, because they hate how much pleasure is available to them if they just let go of all the expectations, of all the prejudice, and all the social conditioning that tells you that man on man action is wrong. It's an abomination, and it's like, no, but if you want to be the Hulk in the bedroom, I'm okay with that. It's just live your life, and I hope that in 2025 that this young person, whatever his name is, I say young person because he's like a few years younger than me, and at that point he might as well just be a bambino because look at this face. Look at this face. Oh, bellissimo. Yes, environment can be the issue too. Well, I mean, this isn't gay pride, you know. This is, are you? Like, I'm pretty out there. I mean, look at me in my lovely purple Zac Fair outfit. I'm pretty out there. But this guy, here's hoping. Well, I am going to do a post-sex podcast if everything goes right. If not, it was nice to have that fantasy. No, no, I left LA. I left LA. I'm still in California, but I left LA. It was just I couldn't live that life. And I know that when you leave LA, you say, I left LA. It's like, no, you didn't. Because the same bullshit that happened in LA pretty much happens here, but they're nicer about it. Like they made a huge brouhaha, but they're also like, I live in the South California. That's the only way that I can put it. I thought that if you left Los Angeles, it would still be Cali, but no, this is the South. I still wish for you to have a blessed day and have fun. I wish that too. I wish for safety more than anything. Love and kisses, everyone. Love and kisses. I have family in San Diego. I loved being in California, but I liked it a little too much. Could have lived there or Denver. But I love Albuquerque more for some reason. I get that vibe. I get the vibe of what you're talking about because the idea of wide open spaces, I think that was why I was so happy about where I am when I was on that walk. There are a lot of trees and bushes and plants and growing things, and the sidewalks are just empty. Empty. Do I feel safe? Absolutely not. But at this hour of day, I mean, you can walk around and just skip. I skip down the street. But anyway, if he comes, I'll let you know. Thank you, everyone.